Hello, my name is Connor Joyce and I will be auditioning for the one-year course at the Oxford School of Drama. So my first piece I'll be performing today is Cassius from Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare, and then I'll be performing Nicholas from The Sun by Florian Zeller. So just about why I would like to train as an actor at Oxford School of Drama. So I've auditioned in the past, and what's really impressed me and made me warm to the school is the fact that you offer feedback to your applicants, and it's actually really encouraged me to apply again because it makes me think that I can actually improve on myself and improve on the auditions that I've done in the past. So I almost feel welcome and encouraged to apply to the school again. As well as that, I really like the setting of the school. The fact that it's in the middle of the countryside, there's nothing really surrounding it at all really, it's very, very peaceful, and I just think that's a really amazing place to, a really amazing atmosphere to train in contrast to a major city like London, for example, where it can actually be quite overwhelming, especially when you're doing such intense training. So I really just love the atmosphere and the location of the school. So just a bit about why I think we like to tell stories. I think this is because we're really fascinated by human nature. It's one of the most interesting things we can think about and we can study. I think just as humans we're interested in why we react the way we do, why we make the decisions that we make, and just human behaviour overall is just very interesting, and that's really what stories are. They're about people's experiences and how people react to things, and it's just like a study of human nature really. That's what I think stories are.
I know that virtue to be in you, Brutus, as well as I do know your outward favour. Well, honour is the subject of my story. I cannot tell what you and other men think of this life, but for my single self, I had as lief not be is live to be in awe of such a thing as I myself. I was born as free as Caesar. So are you. We both have fed as well, and we can both endure the winter's cold as well as he. For once, upon a raw and gusty day, the troubled Tiber chafing at its shores, Caesar said to me, "Darest thou, Cassius, now leap in with me into this angry flood and swim to yonder point?" Upon the word, accoutred as I was, I plunged in and bade him follow. So indeed he did. But ere we could arrive the point proposed, Caesar cried, "Help me, Cassius, or I sink." And this man has now become a god, and Cassius is a wretched creature who must bend his body. If Caesar carelessly but gnawed on him, he had a fever when he was in Spain, and when that fit was on him, I did mark how he did shake. 'Tis true, this god did shake. Aye, and that tongue of his who bade the Romans mark him and write his speeches in their books. Alas, I cried, give me some drink, Titinius, as a sick girl. Gods, it doth amaze me a man of such feeble temper should so get the start in the majestic world, and bear the palm alone. It was dreadful, Mum. The worst week of my life. Everyone here sick. Anorexics. Psychopaths. They're all crazy. They all talk about dying the whole time. I'm too sensitive for a place like this. Every night I've been afraid. There's no lock on my door. And there's this man that keeps passing to and through in front of my room. And I'm convinced that he's going to return while I'm asleep. There's another one that cries all night. All night, Mum. He doesn't stop for a single minute. I swear, you need to get me out of here. You can't leave me here. It's hell. You
You can't leave me in hell. How do you expect me to get better if I'm surrounded by people who are much sicker than I am? I've thought about it, you know. All those hours doing nothing. And I'm not the same anymore. I've understood about things. Things I won't do anymore. What I've understood is that I don't want to finish up in a place like this. It's been like an electric shock. I feel like I can return to normal life. I feel I can go back to school. I feel it. You have to trust me. It's as if I can finally see the end of the tunnel. But you have to get me out of here. If you don't, I'm going under.